Welcome back, sailors. So today we are doing something called Meet the Artists. So we're going to be going up on stage and the guests are going to be asking us questions, and our cruise and travel director is also going to be asking us some questions just about ship life and what it's like to dance professionally on a cruise ship.
Thank you for joining us, and I'll get things kicked off with the first question. Let's just go down the line. Tell us your name, where you're from, and what you do.
All right, my name is Nicholas Cooper. I'm originally from a small town in Iowa, and I am the M1 of the Step One Dance Company. Basically, every Holland ship, there's 6 dancers within the Step One Dance Company, and each person is assigned as one of the tracks. So each of us holds a different track within the company that someone else is doing on every other ship. So like Sierra, she'll say is the F2. So like she is the one who does the Never Enough solo. She does the Sweet Dreams tango in tandem. And so the track always stays the same for each person.
Hi, I'm Sierra. I was born and raised in Phoenix, Arizona, but I live in Las Vegas. I'm the F2, like Nick said, or I'm the conductor, if you remember that show.
Hi guys, my name is Freddie. I am from Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. I live in Orlando, Florida. I am the M3. Just like Nick said, whoever takes my track next will do exactly the same things that I've done in all of the shows that you watched.
Hi, I'm Michelina. I'm from Canada. I'm from Edmonton, Alberta, and I am the F1, which is the female one. So I was the lantern lady. That a lot.
Hi, my name is Gianna. I'm from Albany, New York. I'm the F3, so usually the smallest one.
And I am Brandon. I am from Melbourne, Australia. I'm a little far away. And I am the M2, so I'm the Spanish guitar guy, the big cape.
Did you say the beefcake?
I am the beefcake, the empanada, the enchilada, whatever you want me to be, I will be that. M2, that's me.
He's beefy too, listen. Yes, so Holland America made a partnership to where they have the exclusive rights to Step One Dance Company. So they create these shows, and it takes months and months and months to create with a bunch of different choreographers for each of the shows, to create all the content, to set it on dancers, and then to teach in New York City. We rehearse for 2 months before we come on the ship for 6 months. So to answer your question, yes, but exclusively on Holland America. And our company is currently in the process of sending out dancers to do our newest show. And that'll be on Alaskan cruises this summer.
Yeah, so the question was, you're all very talented dancers, so tell us a little bit about your dancing background. When did you know you wanted to be a dancer, and how did you get to become Step One?
Pretty much, I just went to college, as most people will do, and I danced from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. But yeah, so I did that for a few years, got all my schooling done. I went to a Holland America audition, got hired, I left Australia, and here I am.
So I started dancing competitively when I was like 10 or 11. And then I got scouted at a dance competition when I was like 17 for an agency. Went to college for dance at SUNY Purchase, graduated with my BFA this past June. And then I cut class to go to the Step One audition and then got hired. So it worked out.
Mine's kind of similar to Gianna. I started dancing when I was 3, and then I did competitive dancing since I was like 6 or 7 until I graduated high school, and then I went to college for dance. So I have a BFA in dance and a bachelor's in business management. I double majored. I auditioned for Step One before, obviously, the pandemic, so I had to wait a few years before we could start dancing again. So I'm glad that, we've moved on and now we can keep going with the arts and live entertainment.
I guess I'll go next. So I come from a pretty big family. I have 4 siblings, and my parents actually met dancing. So as soon as they had kids, they stuck us all on dance. So me and my siblings all danced growing up. And then when I turned 18, I moved to Toronto to pursue dance. So I did that for a year, and then I auditioned for Royal Caribbean. I ended up getting a contract there, and now I'm with Holland. And this is my second contract with Holland.
Right, so this was a long time ago, you guys. So I started dancing when I was 13 in Rio, came to America in 2007 and started working for Royal Caribbean. Then moved to Holland in 2013. Last year, me and Sierra did a contract for MSC together, and then we're back here, thankfully. And that has been my journey. I've been lucky enough to be on ships for about 16 years of my life, and it has been a brilliant, way to live, provide for myself, see the world, and meet wonderful people too that, you never know, you always end up, around the same tribe, and it's wonderful. It's a very small world, and we're treated pretty well by the company, and we're really happy to be here performing for you guys.
If you don't mind sharing, perhaps what is your age?
I'm the eldest in the group. I cook food for everybody. I'm joking. I'm 36. Michelina is 13.
I'm 23.
I'm also 23.
I'm 25.
I'm also 25.
I'm 23.
This is what I'm talking about, you guys.
Give it up for Freddie, the grandfather of the group. Come on now. Those joints are still going.
If there's an emergency or an illness, what do? Is there a backup step one dancer on the ship somewhere?
No, there is no backup. The 6 dancers you see on the stage are the 6 dancers our company sends to the ship for 6 months. We dealt with, on our last cruise, actually, Michelina had to go dance on another ship because they needed a dancer, so we lost our F1, we lost our Lantern Lady, and Gianna's track had to step in and do all of her solos and duets, along with every other solo and duet that she had in the shows. And then Gianna's, Natalie, which was Gianna's track, left, and Michelina had to step in and do all of Natalie's solos and duets in every show. So it is a lot. If someone is injured beyond, I think it's like 2 weeks, if they can come back and continue dancing, they will send another dancer out. But other than that, we are reblocking, rehearsing, figuring things out with just the 6 or 5 of us, or 4, or 3, or 2, or 1.
So the question is really about your youthful metabolism, and how are you able to maintain your physical appearance with all the culinary options on board?
So pretty much we eat what we want to eat when we want to eat it. We get hungry just like everybody else. We don't need to diet to fit into anything. We pretty much have our own ways to maintain ourselves, whether that be go to the gym, do some yoga, different things like that. But honestly, we don't restrict ourselves because that's just unhealthy. So we eat what we want, when we want, how we want.
Spoken like a 25-year-old man. The question was, you notice all the men sweat, but the women don't sweat.
It's usually their sweat that comes on us.
So where do you rehearse for 2 months?
We rehearse in Long Island City at RWS Studios, but the installment period is usually 10 days, but ours was pretty extended this time. We just finished our install period last week. Yeah.
Also, if you guys are interested in knowing what the install process is about, I actually make vlogs. So if you go onto YouTube and type in Mick on a ship, you'll see the install process and just what ship life is for us.
The motion of the ocean, how do we compensate for that?
Sometimes the girls will just not wear heels. We'll cut some lifts, just change some stuff like that. But of course, if it's too dangerous, then we just won't perform.
You're dancing and then all of a sudden the lights go out and then they turn back on and nobody's on stage. Are you worried about falling off, running into things? How do you see when the lights go out?
So actually when we were doing our install process, the show that you're about to see, we have a huge prop that we stand on. And there's one part where it goes black and we have to jump off the stage and run, and let's just say I fell off the stage and face planted and Nick fell on top of me. It was dramatic, but so it does happen, and it's really scary because your eyes don't adjust, especially when there's a spotlight on you and then it goes pitch black. You're like, running like this off the stage. So usually I grab onto a boy and have them leave me out because I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah, so people see you dancing on stage as a group, but they also see you around the ship together. So, you know, are you friends off the ship? Do you have good chemistry? Is that normal to always have good chemistry?
It's all fake. I hate all of them.
Yeah, I have an extra page
Ditto.
to do with those people. We actually just have a really good chemistry. It kind of starts in the rehearsal process. When we all meet each other, we do the whole introduction, go around the room, what's your name, where you're from, kind of like what we did when we sat down here to start. And then through the process of having to dance with one another and kind of get, for lack of better phrasing, a little intimate with positions and dancing, you know, we start to become really close friends. It's just like a little family on the ship, and doing this for such a long time, it's kind of like lifelong. So even though we are going to go our separate ways at the end of this, there's always opportunity to work with more people again. Yeah, we like each other. At least I think so.
So we can sign our family and friends on for free actually, and they can come stay with us. I think the limit is 30 days.
Also, they can come on and visit you and stay with you and things like that, yes.
I think at the end of the day, we're professional dancers, so if something does go wrong, we know to just keep going and, I don't know, figure out whatever happened and just smile and, yeah, I don't know.
The question was, do you have 2 sets of costumes? So if you tear your pants in show number 1, what do you do for show number 2?
I quickly run to Sierra, cry a little bit, ask her to fix them. If she can't, I'll have a hole in my pants.
Usually a lemon dance with a hole in his pants.
Fantastic show. In between the shows, what do you do in between?
We devour food, delicious food that they send us. We also bother our techs, and you know, we go and we have our banter with our techs, which also, you guys, just so you know, they really are amazing because they are taking such good care of us, but they also take good care of every single entertainment that you see on the theater, including this guest chat. But every guest entertainer, comedian, whatever is here, you name it, they're in charge of it, and they're so patient and so sweet to us at all times. It's kind of unreal. You guys, honestly, all of these questions that you heard us answer today, Michelina actually goes into detail of our day-to-day lives on the ship. If you want to, she has a card. You can just come and scan her QR code, and you will find out all of the gossip from the ship. I promise you. It's like a TV show. So yes.
That is so cute. You have the cards ready to hand out too. Oh, I love it. That's
Come
so
and scan
cool.
it.
Also, she has a QR code you can scan after this. Otherwise, let's give her a round of applause. Thank you so much. And we have one more show off the charts. Let's do it over there. Thanks, everybody. Thank you.
Everyone's scanning the cards.